In this video, we'll show you how to report the results of Fisher's exact test from SPSS in APA style. Just as a reminder, Fisher's exact test tends to be used when you have small sample sizes and you want to test whether two categorical variables like gender and smoking status, for example, are associated with each other. If you'd prefer written instructions, these are available on our website. Also, for additional guidance on formatting your reports in APA style, please refer to the official APA style website. I'll leave links to both websites in the description. In this video, we'll start by showing you a template that you can use to report Fisher's exact test in APA style. Then we'll show you how to populate this template using your own SPSS output. Then at the end of the video, we'll show you an example of a completed report written using our template. Okay, so let's look at the template. On screen, you'll see a template that you can use to report the results of Fisher's exact test in APA style. All you need to do is replace the placeholders with results from your own test. The placeholders are in blue, bold text in square brackets. According to the APA style guide, the first line of each paragraph should be indented 0.5 inches or 1.27 centimeters from the left margin, and the text should be double-spaced. Now let's walk through how to populate this template using your SPSS output. Our output is from a fictional study which looks at the association between level of education, categorized as high school, graduate, and postgraduate, and dog ownership, categorized as no dog and owns a dog. The first step is to report the p-value. You'll find this in the chi-square tests table in your SPS output. I've highlighted the p-value for our example on screen. Report the value to 2 or 3 decimal places as per the SPSS output. You should not add a leading zero. And if the p-value from your test is 0.000, report it as less than 0.001. So I'm just going to add our p-value of 0.263 to the template. The next step is to determine whether the association between your two variables is significant. If your p-value is less than or equal to the alpha level you selected for your test, then a significant association is indicated. On the other hand, if your p-value is greater than the alpha level you selected, there is no significant association. A typical alpha level for a test is 0.05. In our example, we have a p-value of 0.263. We had selected an alpha level of 0.05 for our test. Since 0.263 is greater than 0.05, we will report that there is no significant association. So I'm just going to populate our template to indicate that there is no significant association between our two variables. I'm also going to replace the two variable placeholders with level of education and dog ownership. So here is the final Fisher's exact test reported in APA style using our template. Feel free to tweak the wording to fit your own test. Well, that's it for this tutorial. As I said earlier, if you'd prefer written instructions, please head over to our website at easyspss.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.